I'm pleased to welcome back to our studios today the Chief of Police for Mahanoy City, Ken Zipovsky. We were talking, and unfortunately, we're all watching the news headlines recently with what happened in Florida, the school shooting. Too many school shootings in our country. I know this is touching home with school districts everywhere, including in Mahanoy City. So tell us about your concerns and what maybe your department and that area has been doing because of the concern of seeing what's happening across the country.
Yeah, it's just a very unfortunate situation that we have when an event like this occurs. I mean, my heart goes out to the people that are involved, whether it's, the children that had to be exposed to it, or their families or friends. It's a very difficult situation. And one of the things we deal with in a free world is that balance between people having freedom and the restrictions that have to be in place to try to make it a safer community. Schools, one of the ways that, particularly the Mahanoy Area School District deals with this is the partnership they have with the police department. We are fortunate enough to have a school resource officer. So anytime school is open, we have a police officer from the Mahanoy Police Department inside a school. So that officer is there. The benefit of that also is they get to interact with the children and things. So like they get to see a police officer on a neutral environment where there's not the traumatic event that happens and the police get called. So they get to build a partnership with the agency. So we're very thankful to have that. We couldn't do that without the school district's cooperation, but we're working very well with that. In response to recent events, unfortunately, we look at our plan. Obviously, the plan is confidential on how we respond to things and what steps we take to keep the children safe. But one thing I can tell you is, they're very proactive in dealing with this. Last night, the school board met with the safety committee for the school district and also with the police and fire chiefs in the area. And, we looked at some ideas on, historically, what do we have, what works, what might be a different idea now to try, what technology has changed to help things. And, we're still taking the good plan that we have and making it better.
I would think every police department probably is on the same page, and school district, with one thing, in that if somebody sees something, they should say something. Is that what's being, I guess, pushed as well in Mahanoy City, in that area, that if, you need the cooperation, too, of the community?
Oh, you need the cooperation of the community for anything you do as a police officer. In all reality, you look at the studies that are done, about 2% of every crime can actually be solved by a police officer, from finding the violation to going to the end and actually getting a conviction at a trial. The other 98%, we need the public. And it is very important. If somebody sees something, they need to report it, they need to tell. And one of the benefits we have in our school district is that we have the ability of having that officer right there. The cooperation and the partnership that we have with the teachers, the children, the other employees of the school district, it helps really get that flow going. So this way, communication where someone might not normally want to talk, well, now that barrier's gone, and now we're able to get that free-flowing information. So that a lot of this stuff's timely. It's of the essence. It's very important for us to get it. So when we get it quick, we're able to respond to it quick.
And obviously, you do know the importance of working with the community, that they make a relationship with the police officer. They've seen you in a different environment.
Yes, I mean, just having that relationship with the police in a school where they're not in a stressful situation, they're not being threatened, there's no jeopardy for the conversation that they have, that really helps build a relationship. And most recently in the summer of this year, I saw that where we went to a bar call on Alter Street where there was a report of a bar fight. We responded, and one of the Sergeant Pabola, was a former DARE teacher. He was one of the officers that responded to the scene. What could have been a volatile situation quickly got diffused when the one person came out of the bar and said, "Hey, I remember you. You were my DARE teacher." So I mean, it just something that was, stressful, high-strung, potential for danger, quickly got diffused just because of that relationship that this former student had with this former DARE teacher.
Well, we're glad to see the cooperation that is taking place. I'm sure it's happening in communities everywhere. So please come back often. Keep us updated on how things are progressing in Mahanoy City. We like to hear what's going on in that great community.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.